family affair.
This morning we want to talk about family focus. It's always a joy to share about the family. And this morning we want to talk about my way or the highway. How many of you have heard that statement? Okay. Well, the reason I thought about it is because I was like one of those persons. My way or the highway. Imagine that at 17 years old, you start living independent. And I met Kathleen, and we got married at 1990. Kathleen really didn't have a lot of say in our relationship when it came to making some major decisions, like moving, finding another apartment, driving all the way to probably an hour and a half, like to St. Catherine's, deciding to go to Bible school and all that. So the concept was always my way or the highway. And how did that develop in a person? One, probably from independence, but basically it really developed from a childhood. When you're a child, I can see Pastor Jason, as a child, he's crying away. His mother and father, I sure didn't say, let's ignore him. Right away, they went to his rescue. And then I can see Anne here, when she was maybe like a teenager, instead of crying and realizing that the mom is no longer running to her when she's crying, she started to put on a temper tantrum. I want that pink dress. So that started. And as she became an adult, what happened is the mind needs that stimulant, so people start looking for ways of stimulating the brain. They know if they cry, nobody's going to come to their attention, because crying can be something that is emotional or in different ways. They know if they put a temper tantrum, which some adults do, they'll be ignored. So they look for fights, altercations, verbal and physical altercations. Thank God we never reached that far. But we quickly learned that relationship is not about my way or the highway. It's about merging our lives together and creating a culture that both of us are going to find satisfaction in it. 26 years later, it's an amazing thing. To me, I don't see anything better than having a spouse I can wake up with 24/7. I ask God sometimes if He can give me 25 hours to spend with Kathleen. So some of the things that Kathleen want to share is what are the things you should not be doing.
Okay, well, like, for example, let's say your husband is my way or the highway, and he's like, this morning we get dressed, and he says, or the wife, yes. You asked me to use you as an example, honey. So let's say, for example, he says, well, I'm going to wear my nice blue pants today. And he says, honey, I'm wearing my blue pants, find something blue to wear. So he's not asking me, he's telling me. So it's different how you're putting it across. It was actually the other way around, but anyways. He always looks what I'm wearing and kind of finds something. But anyways, what should you not do? Well, you should not react to a reaction. That's one thing you should not do. The second thing is you should not give in to satisfy others' wants or desires. The third thing is you should not get involved with anger or arguments to prove a point. A lot of times when things like that happen, we try to make a joke or make it funny instead of making it something very serious. And then the lightness of it dissolves the argument. Or you should not get others involved unless it's absolutely necessary.
So what you should be doing is, number one, learning to agree to disagree. Learning that your opinion is very valuable, but it does not mean someone else has to take your opinion. Secondly, learning to listen and communicate effectively. What does that mean? Give people the chance to talk and learn from what they're saying. And thirdly, learn to share your belief without physical or verbal altercation. Fourthly, learn to accept others' opinion without feeling obligated to enforce that opinion. And number 5, which we found has helped us a lot, is learning to pray together with every obstacle that comes its way. Amen? God bless you.
It's a family